Singapore, a tropical nation, is dependent on air conditioning for its productivity and general comfort. But that cool air comes at a cost. Over time, traditional air conditioning systems in older buildings tend to consume a higher amount of energy and leave a large carbon footprint. If only there was a more affordable, efficient, and environmentally friendly way to cool Singapore's buildings. Well, maybe there is.
In 2020, my team and I set out to make Tampines an eco-town. SP Group came to me and said, why not implement what they call a district cooling system in Tampines? I thought it was easy. I said, why not? But then I realized that it is what we call a brownfield project.
A brownfield site is an area of land that has already been built up and is in use. That means introducing any new infrastructure, such as a new distributed district cooling system, will require retrofitting the system to existing buildings.
For the first phase, there are 7 buildings, 3 of which we have selected as an injection node and connect them in a network pipe, which is running across Tampines Central, about 1.3 kilometers, to connect all the 7 buildings. So the chill water from these 3 injection nodes will supply to all these 7 buildings.
For a project like this to be a success, you need building owners who are keen to participate.
20% of Singapore's emissions come from buildings, and that is a lot. And as a building owner ourselves, we wanted to be sure that we contribute to part of this reduction in emissions as part of the national agenda.
In CapitaLand, one focus now is exploring all the operating models that could potentially improve energy performance and also reduce our carbon footprint.
In centralizing the cooling system, we can free up space from the cooling towers as well as from the chiller plants in our building. We can release this space for more meaningful use, like installing more solar panels on our rooftop.
It doesn't hurt that there are incentives given in the form of bonus gross floor areas, and this allows us to generate even more revenue from the spaces saved.
We have set a target for us to be carbon neutral, net zero by 2045. This district cooling system certainly reduces carbon footprint as part of the board's overall target.
And we are proud to be part of this ambitious project, but a meaningful one, together with our partners SP Group.
With the network now connected and operational, the benefits are already beginning to emerge. The system allows for an 11% reduction in cooling-related energy consumption, enough to power 710 3-room HDB flats annually, and a 12% reduction in carbon emissions, equivalent to removing 910 cars from the road each year. Today, the people of Tampines have much to be proud of with the completion of this brownfield distributed district cooling system. One which cools 7 buildings today, but has the capacity to cool many more in the future. A forward-looking piece of infrastructure for a future-focused town.
When you look into the future, into 2050, into a net zero future for Singapore, we will have to start thinking about how you can create more brownfield distributed district cooling systems in areas that are very similar in nature to what we see in Tampines.
So there's a lot of sense of accomplishment for me and my team. I'm quite sure Tampines residents also have a sense of pride that Tampines is always ahead in sustainability and first in Singapore.